How many have ever experienced the love of Jesus? I'll tell you this, it's not just an emotion. It's almost as solid as this table here. I experienced that love of God that's just so overwhelming. And I thought, Lord, if everybody could just experience that for just a moment in time, there would not be an unsaved person on this earth. God fills us with His love, His power, His passion. I'm a funnel. And He just pours in, and you know, when it comes out the small end, and it's going to land on everybody I come in contact with. Lord, turn me into a funnel. Turn me into a funnel for you. Lord, teach me how to love people who don't love me back. Lord, be so full within me and so empowered within me that, Lord, everywhere I go, I'm just gonna let the love of God out. God places those to live in the place that He wants us to be on this earth, also in the period of time that He wants us to be. So the fact that you and I are here this morning in this place is not an accident, because God's got His hands on you. God has you in His hands, and you know, if you're in His hands, expect to find His fingerprints on everything you do. How many know that you have to stand on the promise? Sometimes you feel like you're fighting a giant. Goliath is standing there. Did you know when Goliath came at David, Goliath started to intimidate and just telling him lies? See, that's what the enemy does. The enemy invokes fear, and the enemy lies. I'm so thankful that there was a David who stood up that day. He was a bigger man than any man in the armies of Israel. And he said this, he said, you come at me with a sword and a spear. I come at you in the name of God. Who can tell me that David had his confidence in the right spot? You know, I believe that is the time for the church, because I believe if there was ever a time that the church is rising up in power and showing forth the love of God in such a powerful way, we're going to see a demonstration of the very Spirit of the Lord at work in this area. I know this. God's got His hand on this country. And hang on. I mean, hang on. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be good. And God's church is going to rise up. There's something that just tells us that our time is short, and we need to get off the fence, and we need to realize that there's a world out there who is literally dying. Life is short. James says it's just a vapor, and eternity is in the balance. We need to reach our community.